We now go live with our correspondent in Caracas, Gladys Quesada. Welcome, Gladys. What are the latest updates from Venezuela?
Hi, Luis. Thanks for this time and the opportunity to contact with you and with our audience through teleSUR English and the screens. Currently, I'm at Petare, one of the most populous neighborhoods in all Latam and also in Caracas, Venezuela. And this is one of the main zones in the western part of the city that was affected by the electric cut, the power grid attack suffered yesterday in early morning hours. As you know, and our audience, yesterday the government had a full task force for repairing and also recovering the electric power grid here in Venezuela. But also I want to tell you that today, August 31st, the recovery of the coverage is 100%. I mean, all the power grid is up, is working, is effective, and everyone here in Caracas is enjoying the service once again. And the water bombing and the water pumping also is back, because this is one of the main services that get affected when the electricity is out and the power is out here in Caracas and in all Venezuela. Currently, I'm at a farmer's market, which means that people is just here buying their goods for the week. They are buying, the vegetables, the fruits. They are buying also whatever they need to be in storage in their houses in order to be prepared, to be ready for the week. But I want to tell you, and I want to stress, the city is totally recovered in terms of transportation, because as we were reporting yesterday, one of the main here and the impacts of this electric cut is that the subway lines are out of power, and also they are out of service, so they are not operative, which means that people had to mobilize using the landlines or using maybe the roads, which means crowded roads in every instance, because out of the 7 million inhabitants in Caracas, the metro line, or I mean the subway line, is one service for 3 million people here in the city, so it is a lot. But as I was saying yesterday, the government ensured the transportation means using 250 buses, special buses, that were summing up or adding up to the current means of transportation from the private sector. Right now, as you can see, there are some people in the streets, many people that are using the subway lines, and they are coming here to these farmers markets here in Petare, which are more economic and they have better prices than other parts of the city. So people come in here to do their shops, to do their groceries. And as you can see behind me, there is a long line of people just buying and choosing and picking up their fruits, their vegetables, as I was saying. And there is music in the city, there is other services. People are just going to the beauty salons, they are going to buy some repair car parts, and also those are the ones that are going to the beaches, to the parks, and enjoying the Saturday, because let's recall, aside from the attack yesterday on the national power grid and the electric system, aside from the sabotages, aside from maybe this kind of liabilities and difficulties, Venezuela is still moving on, and people are just working when they have to and enjoying their leisure time and their weekend and their free time as long as they can, no matter what happened here in the country. So today, the city is moving on with normalcy. As you can see behind me, people is just buying what they need. They are coming in here, and we are showing just one market because we have to stay in a place. We have to be still. But in other markets, the fish market, the shoe stores, they have also many customers doing lines, many people who are taking advantage of the offers of Saturday, and they're just living their lives as long as they can and as long as they have the opportunity to do so, despite, as I was saying, this kind of liabilities and this kind of attacks. This morning, there was this news that they had the 100% coverage of the electric system once again back in the city. But I want to tell you that the president yesterday was saying that Venezuela is ready, is prepared for this kind of attacks, and in all times they have contingency plans. They are ready, they plan in advance to face this kind of issues, this kind of attacks and liabilities. And as Yes, yesterday he was saying in the nighttime, and today in the morning, other authorities, they were stressing that there are also other actions by the national police, like the one that had place in Táchira before the elections on July 28th, and they deactivated one criminal band that intended to do the same thing that happened yesterday, an attack, a sabotage against the electric system. Also, I want to tell you that the first vice president of the country, Delcy Rodriguez, she mobilized to Bolivar State and mobilized with the Minister of Electricity here in Venezuela. Together, they assessed the recovery tasks, and together they gave some addresses this morning. They were saying that the hydroelectric plant of Guri is reestablished, and they were saying that the service is 100% again back in the city. And some commerciants, some market owners, they were saying that yesterday was a difficult day because they don't have, or they lacked yesterday the means of doing the digital financial transactions, but that today they are full in tasks. They are working at 100% capacity, and that yesterday they the first thing they did was selling the freeze or the frozen goods, because they were fearing, you know, that they came to be run in cash transactions. This is the reality of Venezuela, a resilient country that is facing every impact, every attack with creativity, with a joyful spirit. And as you can see behind me, they are just prepared for this kind of attacks that they have been suffering since 2019, when they were 1 week, a whole week without electricity because one of these sabotages. So, Luis, this is the information. We will be reporting from different points of the city, so we can show you the situation today on Saturday noon, because this is noontime already here in Caracas, in Caracas hours, and we will be reporting for you and for our audience. So, Luis, now we are back to you. We are giving you the signal.
Thank you, Glad. We're going to stay tuned with you to continue following up on the situation in Caracas, so we'll be in touch in upcoming news briefs.
Yeah, we will. We will, Luis.